with great excitement. We're had a nice relaxing period, if you like, from our previous game. We've had a couple of days to get back here and rest up and train well. The guys trained really well last night, and there's some more training today. But yeah, it was a nice little break after a sort of back-to-back games. The road trip that we had to Hydro that involved a fair bit of travel. So, but yeah, we're really excited about it and looking forward to it. It's a great recovery after our first match, where we obviously didn't play particularly well in that first game. So to turn around and put together two decent performances was really pleasing, and that's all you can ask of the group. So obviously the objective now is to keep replicating that consistency, and that's what every team looks to do and strives to do. So we're no different. We're travelling along nicely without wanting to get too far ahead of ourselves. They're a difficult team to plan for because you're never too certain as to what 11 is going to walk out onto the field. Shane always is one to spring surprises, and he thinks a lot about the makeup of his team and the opposition. So we'll get there tomorrow and understand that they're a very dangerous team. They're full of extremely talented individual players, and obviously their overseas contingent are guys that are familiar with us, a lot of them, because there's a few Australians there, and there's South African in Johan Boyter, and we've got South African, so there's a lot of similarities there in that regard. This pitch? Look, I've seen Shane Warne bowl on many different surfaces all around the world, and he's always been the world-class bowler that he is. So I would expect whatever the pitch surface is tomorrow, Shane Warne will be in the game. And as I say, he's one of the best ever at bowling in any conditions. So I'd expect him to play a big part. Yeah.
Are there any areas of concern
Well, we've played on two. The first game, I thought they did very well considering the batting performance, but the match here and the match in Hyderabad were on beautiful batting wickets, so they're on a bit of hiding to nothing, and I think at phases of the game they did well to restrict the opposition to totals that were achievable for us. So no, I'm not concerned about any part of our game in particular, but that doesn't mean to say we can't improve either. So yeah, we've got things to work on, and we'll continue to do that. Oh no, that's history now, and that's there's nothing further to add to that. So no, I just focus on the rest of the games and the rest of the tournament. Really excited to be here, as I've said a few times, to be involved with this new bunch of people, bunch of players, a new group of administrators and owners, and it's all very exciting. So I'm just looking forward to enjoying the rest of the tournament. You'd probably have to ask them that more than me, because they're the ones that have been doing the travel. But at some point in the tournament, every team has a little run like that. It just so happens Rajasthan has been earlier. Ours, we go on a road trip where I think we play sort of four away games on the hop. So every team gets it at some stage of their tournament. But it's just how well you deal with it, I guess. Look, that's not a concern, because if we get to game 12 and it's still the same situation, well, I guess that means that we've done really well. So it's a long tournament. Still, we barely feel like we've even begun the tournament. We've had 3 games spread out a little bit. So we've got 11 matches to go in the round robin stage. I've got no doubt that our middle order and everyone will get tested at some stage, and we'll get an opportunity to perform well. So no, that's not a concern at the moment. All 11 players are key players for me. I won't single anyone out in particular. Seriously, it can be one play, it can be one catch, one run out, one over, 1-6, whatever, one innings. Everyone's a key player. We haven't finalised our 11 yet. I need to look at the wicket and have a think about that. But the team that's played, the squad of players that have played so far have done a good job, and obviously we'll just take into account the conditions and the opposition and work out what the best team for tomorrow's match is. As I said, we haven't finalised our playing 11 yet. Yeah, obviously already been a lot said and a lot written, and rightly so. It's quite extraordinary the way he's played. It's really it's been of the highest class. What impressed me most, I probably won't talk any more about his batting and his bowling, but what impressed me most about him is his the manner with which he's handled all this focus on him. He's been very calm, very controlled, and doesn't. And the great thing about that, obviously for our franchise and hopefully for Paul and hopefully for Indian cricket, is that he's a guy that looks like he can handle all that very well. So hopefully that helps him progress sometime in the future up to higher honours, whether it's thinking outside of IPL. Hopefully he can transfer that into domestic form and then maybe even into international if an opportunity comes his way. But it's small steps. He knows that, and as I say, he's in control of his emotions as well as anyone as I've seen. I don't know. It's been interesting to see that, and big totals as well. So it remains to be seen. I really believe that the captains look at the conditions on the day. They don't just say, right, we're chasing no matter what. You've got to turn up and see what the wicket's like, see what the overhead conditions are like. But it's funny that that's the way it's favoured in this tournament so far. I guess I don't know what historically in the IPL in India the stats are, but I believe last year it was about 50-50. So it just comes down to your judgment on the day, I think.